A former pole dancer who backed out of a suicide pact and left a postman to die sent him a grim final text message just a day before they were due to die together. Natasha Gordon, 44, talked Matthew Birkinshaw, 31, into taking his own life after the pair got in touch via an internet suicide forum. Just a day before they were meant to kill themselves together, she texted him to say, "I really can't wait to go tomorrow, hope you don't change your mind." Prosecutors said that as a result, Mr. Birkinshaw traveled 90 miles from his house in Walsall to Gordon's home in Peterborough on December 17, 2015. The pair discussed methods and drove to nearby Rutland Water where, by the side of a quiet road, the 31-year-old began the process that would lead to his death. Matthew Birkinshaw, 31, died from carbon monoxide poisoning. Image Raymond's, but Gordon, who had discussed suicide plans with at least 6 other people she met, then decided to leave the scene. She walked to a nearby hotel where she was picked up by police and her worried boyfriend, who had dialed 999 after receiving a text from her to say she was going to kill herself. Leicester Crown Court heard she then failed to tell the officers Mr. Birkinshaw was dying just 450 meters away until it was too late. The body of the Royal Mail worker was found in his car later that evening. A post-mortem examination showed he had suffered carbon monoxide poisoning. Gordon denied encouraging suicide, but was found guilty by a jury following 3 hours deliberation. She will be sentenced on a date to be fixed in January. The 44-year-old wasn't present in the dock when the verdict was announced, having appeared to collapse in court shortly beforehand with what her barrister described as a fit of abdominal pain. Gordon was found guilty of encouraging suicide by a jury at Leicester Crown Court. Image PA Archive. She was allowed to leave by Judge Mrs. Justice Chimagrab and wait for medical attention outside. However, after she was convicted, the judge told jurors the usual sentence for an offense of this type is a custodial sentence, and that is what she must expect. Giving evidence in her own defense, Gordon sobbed as she said she left Mr. Birkinshaw at around 3:50 p.m., changing her mind when she was about to enter the car that he would shortly die in. She claimed she tried to talk him out of it too, but he locked the car, put the radio on, and reclined the seat. Gordon was picked up at a nearby Best Western hotel by 2 police officers and her boyfriend at around 4:30 p.m., one of whom told the court she seemed calm and apologetic. But it wasn't until they arrived back at her home after 5 p.m. that she mentioned she'd been with Mr. Birkinshaw. His Fiat Punto was eventually found 90 minutes later, but he was already dead. He had left a number of letters and attached a note to the car which read, "Do not enter, toxic fumes." If you have been affected by this piece, contact the Samaritans on 116,123, aware on 1-800-80-4848, or Pieta House on 01-601-0000.